Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. First off guys, thank you so much for all the feedback about my new setup. It will get there, I promise. I know it's looking a little bit disjointed. I'm not sure about my desk here, but we'll figure it out. In the meantime, let's talk about my favorites for January. I watch a lot of movies and I watch a lot of TV shows, so I have a lot to talk to you guys about. But the reason I'm so psyched to be here today is to talk to you guys about my favorite thing of January. I hate saying thing, but it fits into that category. Guys, I adopted a horse. Just kidding, I adopted a ex-greyhound racer, so I adopted a dog. His name's Gromit. He used to be involved in the racing industry here in WA, which is Western Australia, and oh my god, he is the most adorable thing alive. He's very social, he just wants all the humor and attention, and he's adorable. He's fitting in right now in our small home. He is fucking huge, like I'm not lying, he is a horse. But many of you guys have seen him on my Instagram and on Twitter, and I am just so stoked to tell you guys that he is fitting in really well. We got him during the first couple of weeks, well actually the week after we got back from New Zealand. Oh my god, guys. I can't even explain to you how much I love him and how many late nights I've been up like trying to toilet train him. I'm trying to get him to come down here into my studio, but he isn't really fond of the inside stairs. We have outside stairs to our house and he's fine, but the inside ones he does not like. So we're working on that, and then maybe in a future video you'll see him chilling next to me. Probably like popping his head up here because that's how tall he is. Anyway, I got a dog and I'm really excited about it. But let's talk about Letterboxd and what I actually watch movie-wise. I have a lot to talk to you guys about. When I was still in New Zealand, Dee and I went and saw Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle at the cinema, and surprise, surprise, I actually really liked it. You guys know me, you're not an action fan, but I thought it was really well done. It really changed the entire layout of the story from the first one, where in the first one, obviously it's a board game, in this one it's a video game. It's very smart, and I don't know, I just thought it was really funny and I wasn't expecting that. I thought it'd be really stupid. I don't really go see like comedy actions by any means necessary, but I really enjoyed this one, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend giving it a go because it's quite fun. Next, I watched The Glass Castle, and I watched this on the plane flight home. Oh my god. I watched this because it had Brie Larson in it, who I love because she was in Room, which is one of my favorite films of all time. This movie is about like a fucked up family that grew up a little bit different to everyone else's, and it really hit home to me. It's very sad and full of weirdness, and I gave it a 3 because it was quite enjoyable, but I think it was like a personal kind of touch. I don't know if I'd recommend it to you guys at home. After that, on the plane ride, I did watch Patty Cakes, which I totally recommend to you guys if you are into indie film. This film is insane. It is about a girl who is like an up-and-coming rapper. Not even up-and-coming, I shouldn't say that. She's just like a rapper and she's just trying to make her dreams come true, and it's like, it's so gritty, it's so dark and so funny, and just she is just a lovable character, and the way it's shot is really creatively, and I just really recommend, if you guys like something a little bit different, if you liked like Divines and things like that I've recommended, check out Patty Cakes. I loved it. I'm so glad I got to see it like at all. The next movie I watched, this is so sad, this is my first horror movie I watched this year, Slumber. Awful, fucking awful. It was pretty much about sleep paralysis, which we've seen so many sleep paralysis movies, but I gave this one 1.5. I'm not even going to talk about it, just avoid it at all costs, really. The next film is very interesting that I want to talk about. It is MFA. It stars Francesca Eastwood, who is Clint Eastwood's daughter. Oh my god, this film, wow. The subject matter is really fucked up, and trigger warning. It is about a girl who gets sexually assaulted at college, and well, she gets raped, and she decides that she's gonna go and find other people who have been in the same circumstances as her, who have also been raped, and she's gonna kill their rapists. It is insane, liberating, weird, not done amazingly, but I love her. She is amazing in this, and I would recommend it if you can get something out of the subject matter. I'm wording that really lightly. You know what I mean. I enjoyed the film. I thought the film was really cool. It's something that sometimes you just want to see, because you just want to see people who are victimized kick butt. I then watched Val on Netflix, which is also known as The House Next Door. I did a review on that. And then I watched Mayhem. Oh my god, I really liked this movie. It was casted really well, and I just thought it was such a fun film. I still haven't seen The Belko Experiment, but I assume it's a lot like this film. I only gave it a 3, but it was just such an enjoyable film. I have filmed a review for my patrons, which should be up in the next week. I then watched The Shape of Water, which I did a Come With Me review on. As I said, I really liked the film in a way, but it wasn't all that I thought it could have been. I then watched Home Alone 2, which is, it's hard for me. I would say number 2 was edging on being my favorite, but then Trump's in it. No, I'm just kidding. But I love the turtle doves. I just love it. It obviously is not the first time I've seen this film, but I love it. Anyway, I can talk about Home Alone all day. I then watched The Vault, which I did a review on. I then watched Heartthrob, which is a Netflix drama, teen drama about a stalker. You guys know I'm all for that. It actually has the guy from Atypical in it. I didn't think it was done great. It was a stalker movie, one of those stalker movies that scratched my itch, and I just don't think you guys should not watch it. If you see it pop up, it's probably not worth your time. I then watched The Open House, which I did a review on. I then watched The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, which I just been to Hobbiton, so Dean and I decided to rewatch the Hobbit movies. I thought it was great. I then watched Ghost Watch, which is, oh my god, I'm going to do a review on that. Actually, I just got this in, which is the documentary. I had to order it because you can't watch this anywhere online, which is behind Ghost Watch. And I'll explain all of this to you in a future review. I don't really want to ruin it, but it is groundbreaking and I can't wait to talk to you guys about it in depth. Then I watched one of my favorite movies, probably my favorite movie this year, I, Tonya. I saw this at the cinemas on my birthday. Oh my god, this movie is so fucking good. It is so sad. It is so tragic. It is so funny. Dean and I were both crying and laughing at different points of the film. She did an amazing job. I just loved the way they put it together. As a actress, she broke the fourth wall several times during the film, and maybe like 3 times during the film. And I wasn't expecting kind of that directorial decision. It was a lot different to what I thought it would be like, and I really appreciated that. I liked how they played with the elements of not really knowing the real truth, and they play that up so that the person at home, although you're really interested now and you want to know what actually happened, I didn't feel like they went too far in the wrong direction without letting you know. I really recommend, if you can't see it in the cinema, I'm sure it's probably not out in the cinemas anymore where you guys are. If it is, please go see it. If not, make sure you check it out on DVD. It is so worth the hype. Speaking of worth the hype, I finally watched Swiss Army Man. If you guys don't know about this film, holy fuck, I've seen so much hype about this film. It's got Daniel Radcliffe in it, and it's about a guy who's like stranded on an island, and then he finds a dead body. Pretty much through this friendship that he develops with this dead body, he like discovers himself. I heard that this film was like super emotional, like Dear Zachary emotional. I did not like it. I really wanted to like it, and I understood sometimes the music was amazing. The cinematography was beautiful. It had some really cute, quirky, fucking 500 Days of Summer type shit going on. But for me, it just didn't make any sense. And the farting. Like, there's just so much to do with gas, and I just don't find fart jokes funny. I'm not saying like, oh my god, they're gross. I'm saying it's just not funny, and I was let down, guys. And I hate saying that. I did give it a 5 because I felt like there was moments where it could have come back and there was some really great scenes, but I felt like it should have been like a film clip, you know? Like, it had an idea and a story, but it was so simple that it kind of lost itself and it was very predictable. Anyway, I could talk about that all day, but let's not. I then watched The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Love it. Also, didn't remember that there was so much singing in The Hobbit. I then watched Crawl Space, which is a horror movie that you don't need to watch and you never need to hear about. I fell asleep 3 times while watching it. It's an Australian horror movie. I'd like to tell you what it's about, but it's not even worth your time. Just avoid it. I then watched Sleepaway Camp with my patrons as a hangout, which always love Sleepaway Camp. After that, I watched Mom and Dad, which I did a review on. And then I watched The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. It's The Hobbit. Like, I love Lord of the Rings like a little bit more, but The Hobbit is classic. And then my last movie of the month, I watched Tragedy Girls, which I did a review on. So I had a packed month full of things I watched, things I would recommend to you. Patty cakes, is a 4 out of 5 or like an 8 out of 10 for me. And I, Tonya, I would definitely recommend. For horror, I don't really feel like I had, let me not speak too soon. I guess The Shape of Water was probably the highest regarded horror movie that I watched. It was kind of more warnings, and I'm sure you guys appreciate those rants a little bit more. Tragic Girls, of course, I'd recommend as well. For television, I watched The End of the Fucking World, which I'm sure you guys have heard of. It is a Netflix original series that is a British show about 2 kids, and one kid thinks he's like a psychopath, and he like teams up with this girl that is his girlfriend, kind of, and they kind of go on this adventure together to like fuck shit up. And I thought it was gonna be too quirks turks for me. If you're new to my channel, that means Bob's Burgers quirky turkey.
Not like that quirky turkey over there.
Anyway, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I have to admit it's because it was British. I thought that if it was American it would have been a little bit pushed over the edge, but I liked the British humor. I liked it was a little bit more dry. It wasn't so like slapstick, and I liked how it ended. I think it was a nice bubble. And I would recommend it. It's only 20-minute long episodes, so I would recommend it. I then watched Dark, which I kind of want to do a review, but I just don't know if I'll be able to, like, I'm not a wordsmith, and Dark deserves all the words. If you don't know about the show, it's a German Netflix original show about time travel, really. It's about some kids and some time travel, or like a town, I guess, a small town and time travel, and how it affects the nature of relationships in that town. It's super interesting. Giving it one watch probably doesn't do it too much justice. I've read a lot about how if you watch it 3 or 4 times, it all kind of makes sense. Let me know if you do want something on that. I have put a poll up on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys said yes. I kind of do want to talk about it more in depth, but I'm just worried because time travel gets very tricky to talk about. So let me know in the comments if you do want to like a breakdown, because you know I'm gonna try and break down time travel for you. Anyway, after that I watched Walking Dead season, what am I on, season 7, part 2? I don't want to. I can't do the next season. Like, no, Negan. That's all I have to say about that. Dee and I have been watching Mindhunter, but we're just about to finish that, so I'll talk about that next month. Something that I didn't talk about, I think last month, is a horror item I have got right here conveniently. I got this sent to me. This is the Book of Baskin. If you guys don't know, Baskin is a Turkish horror film that you should definitely watch. The people who saw my review sent me this, which was so nice. It's like an art book of like, I love this stuff. When you legit like a movie and people send you stuff to be like, thanks, I really liked your review. Like, it's sick. This also got delivered to my work, so that's really fucked up because there's like bloody babies in here. But I just thought it was something fun, and I love this shit. It's also written in Turkish, so I don't understand any of it. And something else I actually got, which is one of my favorite horror items, is, you can see the label. Dean bought me this House on Haunted Hill. Obviously I'm a William Castle and Vincent Price fan, so all about this. This has got to go up somewhere here. I was like wanting to make this wall not so like spooky, but like when your boyfriend buys you like pictures of like skeletons like hanging a chick, relationship goals, seriously. That's all I really have for you guys. I was hoping I would have a PO box ready by now, but I don't. Something exciting to look forward to this weekend though. CP Will I Like It Reviews is going to interview me on Sunday, my time, so Saturday, your time. I'll leave the link below for the details of what time it is, where you are. So psyched on that because I'm going to talk about the Save Horror movement, which thank you guys so much for liking my video and jumping on board with that. The playlist has been really helpful, and we've actually been able to save some channels. I'm not affected by it at all, so don't worry about me. We're fine here. We're doing well. We got a setup. But I really do appreciate all of your support, and if you could come hang out with me there, that would be great. Also, I don't know if you guys follow Horror Addicts on Twitter, but they've been putting together a pub crawl idea where a bunch of us will be kind of live streaming for a 24-hour period, but on different channels, and there'll be like a schedule for that. Please head over to Horror Addicts to see if they've posted anything on that now. The schedule isn't ready as of me filming this, but there'll definitely be something on my Twitter or on their Twitter when it comes out. So if you want to hang out with me next weekend, please do so and hang out with all of us. We're gonna have so much fun. I think it's me, Nightmare Maven, and Dino are gonna like hang out together, so I'm really psyched about that. But come see me this weekend, come see me next weekend, and thank you so much for being here. I really hope that I gave you some recommendations. I know that I didn't love a lot, but hopefully I steered you in the right path. And I'll talk to you guys very soon. Stay spooky, guys. Bye!